Game time. Put me in, coach. Today we're talking about the Phoenix Suns in game 5. Is Chris Paul starting to look old? Before we get into that, like this video, subscribe to the channel, hit that notification bell like an open jump shot. Most importantly, share this video like an assist because we are talking basketball here. Now, last night's game, the Phoenix Suns blew this game, right? They didn't just lose it, they blew it, meaning they gave it away. They handed this game over. It is the Phoenix Suns' fault that they lost this game. Why am I saying that? Well, let's start with Devin Booker. Devin Booker should have fouled out of this game at least twice. I'm going to go ahead and say 3 times, but for sure twice, because when he had 5 fouls, Drew Holiday, there was a fast break play at the end of the game where Drew Holiday was going up for a layup and Booker wrapped him. He blocked the shot, but he still wrapped him. That's a foul. That should have been called. It was not. Now, after that, there was another fast break play, and this time it was Chris Middleton. The referees bailed out Devin Booker twice, right? And on that call, I remember Devin Booker going up to the ref and asking for a jump ball when it was actually really a foul. So, with that being said, the referees actually helped the Phoenix Suns, but the Phoenix Suns, mainly Chris Paul, did not help the Phoenix Suns. Now, let's go ahead and let's talk about the elephant in the room. Chris Paul, the point guard, right? He had a horrible game. And I mean horrible because he only had what did he have? 10 points? Right? 10 points, 7 assists, but he had 5 turnovers. He led the entire game with turnovers, right? He had the most turnovers out of all the players on the team, on both teams, right? The Bucks only had 5 turnovers. Chris Paul had just as many turnovers as the Bucks had as a team. That's very key because the Phoenix Suns had 14 turnovers to go with all of the defensive plays that they missed and the fouls that Devin Booker didn't get called on him. They have 14 turnovers to the Bucks 5. It's really hard to win a game like that. Now, Chris Paul needed to help out Devin Booker because if Chris Paul would have scored a little bit more, that would have freed up Devin Booker a little bit more. And what was going on with Ayton? Ayton only had 5 points. He should have 10, 15, 20 points. There's no reason he shouldn't, especially since Budenholzer is not playing Brook Lopez. Who else is going to guard Ayton in the post, especially when they continuously switch, right? So again, going back to talking about Chris Paul and his savviness, his ability to see the game, his ability to create mismatches. Well, this is what we all know. Every time they run a pick and roll, the Bucks just switch it. So that means you can get whatever mismatch you want because they're just going to switch. Right? So what do I mean by that? Okay, cool, boom. Now, Chris Paul faked as if he was gonna go over the screen and he came back. Right? Now, Giannis was here, which means he had all of this space to shoot the ball. Why did he try to cut and come to the middle of the court? I don't know. But even if he didn't do that, guess what? Now, since the Bucks have switched defensively, now you have Drew Holiday guarding DeAndre Ayton in the post. That's what you want. So I'm not sure why Chris Paul wasn't getting Ayton the ball. I'm not sure why Ayton wasn't demanding the ball, especially in those situations. But that's a adjustment that I hope Monty sees because I did pick the Suns to win this in 6. But if they play like this with Chris Middleton going crazy, by the way, Chris Middleton finally had a breakout game. I told y'all he would. And he finally did that. If he did not have that breakout game, the Bucks would have lost this game. So everything that needed to happen for the Bucks to win, it happened. The Suns, they turned the ball over. Chris Paul looked old because Drew Holiday locked him up. He locked him up to the point to where Chris Paul did not even look comfortable coming down court with the ball. right? And I believe that's the reason why he had the turnovers he had, is because when Drew Holiday finally was off of him, he was trying to figure out where Drew Holiday was going to be again. And then if he didn't have to worry about Drew Holiday, then he had to worry about the long arms of Giannis. Okay? So again, with all this being said, the Suns, they gave this game away, and all of the blame goes to Chris Paul. All of it. Right? Chris Paul has to be better, and he knows that. I listened to his pregame, his post game speech, and he took responsibility for it. So now we're gonna see if he's gonna step up to the plate, because Booker needs his help, right? 42 points and they still lost. And Booker also has to stop turning the ball over. He had 4 turnovers. So Chris Paul had 5. Booker had 4. That's 9. That's 9 turnovers. The Bucks only had 5 turnovers. Real hard to win a game like that. But I want to thank you guys for tuning in. If you made it this far in the video, do me a favor. Like this video also. And most importantly, comment under beneath. What team do you have winning and in how many games? So for instance, like me, I picked the Suns in 6, right? So now there's a possibility it has to go to a game 6. It has to go 6 or 7. So that makes it easy. So who do you got? Who do you guys have to win this series? And in how many games? I want to see if anybody else can beat my prediction. With that being said, thank you for tuning in. Peace.